Hey there, welcome back to IST. Now, if you watched my previous video, it was about the Oculus Quest 2, which is a newer VR headset that it's all self-contained and it's like the latest and greatest in VR technology. But today we're going to be talking about how VR works, specifically on how an older version of VR works called the HTC Vive. You might have heard of it. This is an older VR headset because it still uses technology that a lot of headsets still use, but some don't. And that is really called Lighthouses. We'll get to that later. But first we're going to go over how VR itself works. Now, VR is a very simple concept. Put on a headset and you go into a virtual world, hence virtual reality. Now, how do they make it feel like reality? What they do is I'm going to draw a simple outline there. So this right here is what it looks like when you're about to put it on, when you're about to put the headset on, and then there's two lenses. Now this is essentially what it looks like when you're about to put it on. Now the lenses, you might be asking yourself, why are there two lenses if you're seeing one image? Why isn't it just one big lens with the same image? Well, yeah, technically you are correct, that is how it could work, but VR technology is getting more sophisticated, and I believe that's how it was in the past, but now it is this. Because the way that they are creating these lenses, it's making the way our eyes work. Have you ever used one of those eye picture books? Or not magic eye books, that's what they're called. And you look at the picture correctly, and you can can see the image it's trying to show you. That's essentially what this is in a way, and it's working how our eyes work. If you ever crossed your eyes and everything sees doubled, think of it as the reverse of that. Once your eyes focus, then the two images will become one, and you will see. So I'm going to make this slightly simpler. So just say you're looking in a blank. You're in a blank room. So in the VR room, virtual reality VR room, there's one stick figure, and you're looking at that stick figure. And you take off the headset, that stick figure will be in both lenses. But once you put on the headset and focus, and your eyes focus and adjust, the two stick figures will become one, and then you will be fully immersed in this world. This is the best example that I can show you, really. So, and then once your eyes focus, it'll work how your eyes work. So, if turning and all that stuff, you will turn at the same level of degree, and movement that you're moving at. And especially if you're playing as a person, if you look down, you will have the correct spatial awareness of your height too, which I think is pretty cool, that you can set your height so that if you look down, it'll look normal to you. So it's not like I'm really tall or I'm really tiny. You can do that, but just say you're standing around in the home world, then you can just stand there and you'll feel normal just standing there because it's your height. So now let's get a bit more complicated now. When setting up a VR headset, especially the Vive here, I'm going to open it up. Here's the headset. It's got a cable connected to it because it's a PC-only version. I will go over that in a different video, actually setting it up and using it so you can actually see it in action. You have two controllers that look very different from the ones I showed you last time. They have one trigger instead of two. They have two little buttons on the side one on the inside of your hand, one on the outside. And they have these thumb pads that essentially count as the A and B, X and Y buttons from the Oculus controllers. And then you have the home button and a pause button. And then these are just the sensors that the Lighthouses see, which we will get to in a second. And we have the Lighthouses, which I will explain in just a second. I'm just going over everything that's in here. Then you have the power cables for the lighthouses. You have something called a link box. This is very, very important. The link box has 3 cables that you take from it. You have your HDMI cable that you put into your graphics card. You have a USB cable that you plug into a USB 3 port on your computer, which I will talk, like all the different USB types and all the ports, I will talk about in a later video. And then you have the power cable for that. And on the other side, you have 3 orange ports. I'll zoom in on that. You have 3 orange ports. And on those ports, in these ports, you insert the ports on the... okay, it's fine. Okay, so you take these, and then you plug them into here, and then you plug it into your computer, and you will be just fine. I will explain that in a future video. One of these days I'll make a video on me actually setting it up, and it actually in action. So, let's get to the lighthouses, the main reason why I want to make this video on how VR works. Now, with lighthouses, they're a small little box. See, they're not really that big. And there's 2 of them. And what they do, they can either be set up on a tripod like this camera is, or they can be set up on a wall, say like a security camera can be set up on a wall mount like that. So we're going to use the example of a tripod. So we're going to have a tripod here and one here. And then we have the person wearing the headset. And they're looking in this direction. And they're also holding the controllers. And now, what the lighthouses do... Oh, I forgot to show the lighthouses. So, the lighthouses are up here. So what they do is once they're powered on, you can hear they have a motor inside of them. I have no idea exactly why there's a motor, but I'll do some more research and get back to you. So all I know is that they take the signal that you're displaying from the headset. So your headset is displaying a signal from the sensors on the front. There's only one on the front here. I don't know if you can see that. And on the front, the sensor, the camera lets out a signal, or not the camera. That's why I consider it as a camera. But it's more, the lighthouses are more of a sensor than camera. So what they do is they let out these, and then the headset and the controllers talk to each of the sensors, or the lighthouses, and it creates your spatial awareness. Now, or not really your spatial awareness, it's more of it detects where you are in the room. So with the Quest, you don't need that because the lighthouses are built into the sensors on the sides. But with this, since this is slightly older by like 5 years, you have to have these lighthouses to have it work. Now this is essentially how it works, and then you can move around in that space to your own free will, and it will tell you when you're getting out of bounds or when it can't see you, because the screen will go gray and you have to take off your headset and adjust where you're standing. And and then with slightly older ones, it's even more complicated, but I don't have those to show you. Like the original Oculus Rift, I'll throw a picture of that up. And like your mobile phone, the phone versions, that's really simplistic. You take the tray out, you slide your phone in, turn on your app or your video, push it in, and then throw on the headset exactly as you would with a normal one. And if you look on your phone, look up VR video, look up on YouTube, say on YouTube, video for VR headset, and it'll show 2 displays or 2 video at the same time. And once you put on the headset, it'll push those two videos through the two lenses, and like I said earlier, it'll combine the two videos, making it one. So that's really about it. That's all I have for you guys today, really. So I will make a video on actually how to set up an HTC Vive and it actually working and functioning in the future. Hopefully later this week I might, but I will definitely do that in the future. There are some more computer part videos coming in the future, like external devices and ports, and yeah, that's really about it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We have an Instagram and a Twitter now, so if you'd like to go follow us on those, you can. I'll leave the links to those in the description below, and ring that notification bell to get notified when we subscribe or when we post. So that's all I have. I'll see you.